The president, who assured the Jubilee Fellows program will further consolidate on the success recorded by its administration, listed some of the key drivers of economic growth and diversification in the second quarter to include telecommunications, transportation, electricity, agriculture, and manufacturing. He recalled setting up the National Poverty Reduction with Growth Strategy Steering Committee to coordinate, which was to work to fulfill its promise to lead 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. He added that the recent economic growth will build on the positive results from the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan and the targeted response to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic with the Economic Sustainability Plan.
The significant impacts of the pandemic on economies was loss of jobs and opportunities, with the International Labour Organization estimating the equivalent of an unprecedented 255 million jobs being lost around the world as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. On Tuesday, 22nd June 2021, I set up the National Poverty Reduction with Growth Strategy Steering Committee to coordinate our work to fulfill my promise to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years.
In his remarks, the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Adeniyi Adebayo, said the government remains appreciative of the role of private sector in transforming economies by creating employment and employment opportunities and investments. He said startup, largely driven by young Nigerians, attracted $170 million in the past year, which was the highest on the African continent, explaining that the Nigeria Jubilee Fellows program was to celebrate the nation's 60th anniversary.
With the necessary tools to develop our human capital as well as our industries. The Jubilee Fellows program is aptly named in recognition of the fact that we are in the year of our 60th independence anniversary as a nation. This administration is committed to playing its potential as our country continues to make progress.
Today, young Nigerians are breaking barriers, opening new frontiers, not just in Nigeria, but on the global stage. Young Nigerians continue to demonstrate to the world that they possess the capacity, ingenuity to transform their lives and those in their communities.
You know, you come through some very impressive figures. I mean, 60% of Nigerians are below 25, and 30% of African youth are those young Nigerians, which is pretty impressive. This being said, it's difficult not to find the obvious answer to where we should be looking, and I think it's at the young and what to do with them so that they can find a productive life.
Today, the world is home to approximately 1.8 billion young people, with many of them living on the continent of Africa. As we already know, Nigeria contributes close to 20% of Africans' youth. If harnessed effectively, this population of young people offer a critical opportunity to lead Nigeria's development acceleration, accelerate the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goal, and becomes its great assets as agents.
The resident representative of UNDP, Mohamed Yahya, EU Deputy Head of Delegation Alexander Borges Gomez, and United Nations Resident Coordinator Edward Cullen commended the program, assuring their organizations will continually support Nigerians to move human potentials across the country to capacities and skills that will place the country on a better pedestal.